Hello, and welcome back to Big Discussions. My name is Dr. Anwar Youssef Dunbar. I am the owner and creator of this channel, and I'm also the owner and the creator of the Big Words blog site. Today is March 23rd, 2019. We're almost at the end of this month, and we're also, geez, a quarter of the way done with 2019. Time really flies when you're staying busy and working on multiple projects. For this particular vlogcast, well, I just changed the opening. I didn't say go to my blog site, and there's a reason for that, and I'll talk about that in a second. But this particular vlogcast is going to focus on technology. One of the focuses of my blog and of this channel is technology. So this will probably be my first vlogcast on something specifically technology related, and it's related to my blog. So this audience is going to be, the audience for this one is specifically going to be for those with technology backgrounds in IT, but more specifically, those folks who have set up their own blog sites. This is going to be a technology slash blogging vlogcast. Before I jump into that, I want to quickly say that I showed my vlogcast regarding being a doctor and financial literacy and wealth to my father, and he said he liked it, but he also said you should rehearse before you do these things. And that's typical of what dad does. He typically finds the thing to correct me on, and that was that's kind of what he does. But I thought about it, and for my very first vlogcast for my channel, for that vlogcast, I did rehearse quite a few times. So if you watch that vlogcast, it's very, I guess I would say it's very scripted. And when I showed it to my brother for the first time, he actually said, "Wow," he said, "I could tell that you've rehearsed this quite a bit." So, but afterwards, since then, I've decided to just kind of try to make it as organic as possible and to make it a little less scripted, because as my fellow content creator Quad B said, you want your personality to show through and attract people that way. So, in any of these vlogcasts that I make where I'm showing myself, I do want a more natural feel as opposed to me doing something rehearsed and from a script. So, and plus, with everything that's going on, there just isn't time to rehearse these things, every single time. So, I'm going to continue to go with the more organic format, and just go from a couple of reading points, and hopefully those who watch it like it, and that's how I'm going to do it. So today's vlogcast, technology and blogging. Well, I have a confession to make. This has been a pretty trying weekend. Right now, the Big Words blog site is down, and it's not working. Specifically, the Big Words blog site, since Friday, sometime between Thursday night and Friday morning, my blog site pulled down some malware, or some malware attacked my blog site. And so when I logged on Friday morning, and as I was getting ready to post something, I went from my dashboard to my cover page, and it immediately redirected to some other site. It was kind of weird when it happened, and I thought, maybe I did something wrong, so I went back to my dashboard and tried to load the cover page up again, and once again it went to another site that I didn't recognize. So I knew that something was wrong. So I immediately called my web host, which is GoDaddy, and they said that your site is redirecting, and of course they opened up a ticket, and they said they will look at it, and I've been going back and forth with them since Friday trying to get this thing resolved, and I think they're working towards the answer, and I think I have an idea of what's going on, but I won't make any conclusions until this whole thing is resolved. But in any case, when I set up the Big Words blog site, I did it myself. So if you're a new blogger and you're looking to start your own blog, you can either do the homework, do the research, do it yourself, or you can hire someone. I had numerous people suggest hiring someone in the beginning, and that's, in my mind, that's an economics call. At the time, I didn't have the money to hire someone to do it, so I pulled Blogging for Dummies, as I said in my first vlogcast, and I did it myself. Figured out what WordPress was, figured out that I had to go get a domain, and get a logo and all those pieces, and I put them together, and I created the site, and it worked very good for a little while. And there were some hiccups along the way, but overall it worked pretty good. So obviously, if you have a professional set it up, you're probably going to have fewer hitches, fewer bugs, and fewer bumps in the road, but you're going to pay for that professional service. If you do it yourself, you will, in all likelihood, pay less, but there are going to be some growing pains and hiccups along the way that you have to troubleshoot your way through. So I have backgrounds in pharmacology and toxicology, but I don't have backgrounds in IT. So I've been literally figuring this thing out as I go along. It's been very rewarding, but whenever something goes wrong, there's a period where I have to call GoDaddy and troubleshoot it if I can't figure what's going on. If I can't figure out what's going on my own. So there's a cost and a trade-off to either doing it yourself or having someone else do it for you. Since running this blog, since setting up this blog, I've learned a lot. I've learned what an SSL certificate is. I've learned what metadata is, and what that is, and why that's important. And now the big lesson is malware. And I'm not going to look at a textbook definition of what malware is, but in a nutshell, what malware is it is a program that is designed to make your programs perform incorrectly, or to not perform optimally. So in this instance, whatever malware came down on my site is causing my site to redirect somewhere else, so myself and others who visit the site can't read what's there, which is a little bit frustrating when you kind of see it happening and unfolding. Let's see. So for new bloggers, if you're going to set up your own site, you have to make a choice between either doing it yourself or hiring someone to do it. But I will say this, if you do it yourself, you know, make sure you do all of your homework, and at the very least, make the investments on security. Make the investments on securing your site. So for this go around, I've purchased a firewall, which is a layer of protection, which going forward, once all this drama has been resolved, it'll provide a layer of protection around my site, and it should stop malicious programs from getting in. You may also want to invest in what's called a CAPTCHA. I just learned this weekend what a CAPTCHA is, and that's basically it's a layer of protection around your comments. So on pretty much any blog, the blogger has left a comment box below their works, so that readers can say things. So what's happening is cyber attackers or hackers or whomever, they're creating these bots, and so the bot will go to your comment section and infect and just drop stuff there. What I noticed in the last 2 weeks was that my spam, I was getting more spam than usual. So since I set the site up, I would get spam, and I'd have to routinely go through there and clean it out. But over the last 2 weeks, for whatever reason, the spam attacks increased dramatically. So I had to go in there and delete out quite a bit, and that might be where the malware came from as well. So what a CAPTCHA will do is that thing where when you go to a site and leave a comment, it'll have like 9 boxes, and it'll say click every box where there's a traffic sign, or click every box where you see a house, and this tells your software that that's not a robot. Obviously, I guess robots haven't figured out how to do that yet. So definitely get a firewall for your site, and definitely get a CAPTCHA for your comment section, so that you're not going to get spammed to death, and so that your comment section is protected. So that's what's going on now. I wanted to make a quick video. I hadn't made any YouTube videos in about a week, and while the blog is down, there are still other things that I could create, and so other things I could work on. That's something I learned from my graduate advisor, which was to have multiple things going at once. So I wanted to make a quick video just to let everyone know what's going on. My blog is down, and so you can't go there and see any of the cool interviews or content that I have there. I did a really cool interview this week on Dr. Cedric Bright about his journey and the current medical school landscape, and that interview did really, really well. And it just, what's interesting, it seems like sometimes that when I do these high-profile interviews, sometimes something technical happens shortly afterwards. So this is the second time something like this has happened. So with that, I'm going to conclude this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Definitely click the like button, as that will help my standing here on YouTube. And leave a comment if you're a blogger looking to set up your own site, or if you've already set one up. Please leave a comment. And if you are setting up your own site as a blogger, invest in your protection. Get a firewall, get a CAPTCHA for your comments. So with that, I will conclude, and I will see you next time. I have some other things that I want to say and I want to talk about. And hopefully, the next time you see me, the Big Words blog site will be back up and running. So you have a good night, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.